All right, Mike, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Mike Ricklefs. I'm the owner of King of Freight here in Wichita. I've owned the business for about 11 years. I started from scratch, started from a laptop and out of my apartment after my KU days at Lawrence, Kansas. Started by myself, freighted by myself for about a year or two, and we've doubled in size every single year for the last 5 years in a row, 6 years in a row. We've gone from 1 employee to now 600.
Wow.
And we have a very large system to where next year we're probably doubling. Again, we're probably going to have about 1,200 employees next year. Yeah, so we have a really good system that allows us to double in size, not only in employees, we're doubling in our employee count, but we're also doubling in profit, the money that we're making every single year for the last 5, 6 years in a row.
Let's talk more about you here. How long have you lived in Wichita?
Well, I was born in Emporia, lived in a small town called Burlington High School, and I lived there till about 5th grade, and I kind of I started this company off sales, so I get my sales skills from my dad. He did Farm Bureau insurance sales in Burlington. He was one of the best in Kansas, so they brought him up to Wichita to have him run Farm Bureau in Wichita, and then I moved to Wichita about fifth grade.
Okay.
Yep, and I've been here ever since, minus 5 years that I lived in Lawrence, Kansas.
Where'd you go to school here in town?
As soon as I moved here, I went to independent for 2 years, private school, learned a lot there. I actually learned a lot from what helps me in business today is when I first moved to independent, I was on the chess team.
Okay.
So I relate business to chess a lot, making moves in advance, playing out the board, figuring out 5 different ways to move, and then picking the best one after you have 5 different avenues. And then I ended up, private school wasn't really my thing because I'm more of a people person from a small town, Burlington, Kansas. So I went and finished 8th grade and high school year in Andover. And
okay.
I liked it out there.
Awesome. Let's talk about what are the jobs you've held throughout your life.
Well, first job I ever held was Jason's Deli. Kind of just taking food at age of 15, putting it into a container. Obviously, didn't really like that much, and then I found my passion at sales at a young age, which was MCI WorldCom. So I was the #1 sales agent at MCI out of hundreds of people, and that's where I found my talent of being able to do phone sales over the phone, relate with people, and create relationships at a really young age. I was about 16 years old.
Wow, you got a lot of experience there.
Yeah.
All right, very nice. What got you interested in starting your company?
Well, I researched it a lot. I wanted to do something kind of phone sales to where I could do remotely from my apartment. So I researched it a lot, and I found that this industry was the most profitable business to start. And after I did research, I just went all in and figured it out all on my own, one step at a time, with really nobody helping me. So,
what were some of the obstacles you found when you started out?
The biggest obstacle I found, you're basically walking on eggshells at the beginning. We give all of our customers 30 days to pay their bills. So if I do business with the wrong customer at the beginning, when I have no money, I don't have like $20,000 or $50,000 to pay these bills if they don't pay. So my biggest obstacle at the beginning was working with the right customers to where they wouldn't, go bankrupt or rip you off or steal your money. That happens all the time in this industry because we work off 30-day terms.
Okay.
So we'll have customers to where you'll spot them up to $10,000, $20,000, and if they don't pay, we have to pay it as a broker, and if we don't pay that bill, then we lose our business. So if I would have taken one of those hits at the beginning, it would have taken me out. So I had to walk on eggshells at the beginning to make sure that didn't happen.
Wow. You're listening to CEOs You Should Know. Today we're talking to Mike Ricklefs from King of Freight. Mike, let's talk about what you all do there at King of Freight.
We're a full brokerage logistics company. So we call businesses and we put their product on trucks and we move it. So we'll call a business that needs to ship from point A to point B. Let's say they need a full truckload of roofing shingles picked up from Dallas, Texas to Houston, Texas. We're the middleman, so we will find the driver that has that capability to pull that load. We will get the truck for, let's say, $400. We'll charge the customer anywhere from $450 to $500, make a $50 to $100 in commission. And there's a lot. I could go all day on what it takes to move that load, but we have to make sure their insurance is correct. We have to make sure they pick up on time, deliver on time, get all the correct paperwork, track. We take these jobs out of the customer's hands so they can do what they need to do, which is sell roofing shingles or sell pipe or move produce. We do it better than they would, do it if they hired somebody. We have the best tools that you could have. After doing this for 11 years. We've seen everything that could go wrong in shipping, and we take a lot of measures to block those.
All right. Where are your offices?
I have 3 big offices downtown. One's the Sterling. They're all located next to each other. One is the Sterling building. One is in High Touch, and I have 3 floors in the Ruffin building. So I have about 100,000 square feet I'm renting right now downtown. I have 2 small remote offices that hold 10 to 20 people. One in Kansas City and one in Little Rock, Arkansas. We're going to grow those, but not at the pace like what we're doing in Wichita. We're definitely making our move here in Wichita for a long time.
Yeah, it sounds like you've really grown. Are you hiring right now?
We're going to stop hiring in December because all the businesses like to shut down for New Year's, Christmas, and it's a little cold out, so we don't ship as much. January 15th, we're probably looking at doing a training class of 100 people. We're going to hire 100 people January 15th. And every month after that, we'll probably hire another 100 every month after that as well.
All right. How can people contact you if they're interested?
They can just go on our website, kingoffreight.com, and they can go fill out an application. They can do it that way. You can email me personally, mike@kingoffreight.com, or we'll be reaching out to you. We go on all the boards of people that post their resumes.
Okay, sounds good. What kind of work culture do you like to create at King of Freight?
Kind of like the boiler room work culture, kind of like aggressive sales, a lot of energy. It's kind of like what you'd see in boiler room or stockbrokering. People on the phone talking to their customers, getting loud, getting hype, making sales, making money, having a good time, love positivity. The people that work there love it. It's changed their lives. We have over 50 to 60 people making over $100,000 a year.
Wow.
And we can get them to where they make over $100,000 a year in 6 months. So it's changed a lot of lives. Very happy to do that for them and their families.
Are you planning on keeping your headquarters right here in Wichita?
Of course. We're not going anywhere else. We're planning on having, at the end of this, I'm probably going to stop around 3,000 to 4,000 employees is probably where I'll end up, and then call it good.
All right. What do you see as King of Freight's role here in the Wichita community?
To provide the best opportunity for people and their families to work and not to work a lot of hours. We get a lot of people that are coming in that don't get to see their kids because they're like, Mike, I'm making $100,000 a year, but I'm working 9 to 9, 6 days a week. Our hours are nice. Our hours are 8 to 4:30. You get an hour for lunch. You get 2 15-minute breaks. Basically a part-time schedule. We let them go 30 minutes early. That way it protects us from them having to work overtime, and they get 30-minute window every day to freight outside of the office. And our goal is to basically take over the country first, and then we'll see what we're going to do after that. Right now we're ranked 40th, 44th, 40 to 44 in North America.
Yeah.
And our goal is the #1 spot, but we have a long ways to go to get there, to get to the #1 spot. But that's our ending goal, is to take over the country in the freight game.
All right, well, you're listening to CEOs You Should Know today. We're talking with Mike Ricklefs with King of Freight. You and your partner, Brady Miller, by the way, were both recently nominated for the Wichita Business Journal's 40 Under 40. Congrats. Let's talk about that for a little bit.
I'll let you talk about the 40 program, Brady.
I guess it's an honor, to say the least, to both of us. We had a couple other business leaders in the communities, as well as one of the journalists at the Wichita Business Journal, reach out to us and say that they thought we were ideal candidates. So we've been nominated by a couple people, and fingers crossed we both make it. I hope we do, but I think it's a pretty big honor just to be nominated for something like that. Mike and I are both in our early 30s, so if we don't get it this year, we'll have a few more shots at it. But exactly. I would foresee at least Mike making it.
That's awesome. Congrats, you guys. That's a great honor.
Thank you.
Brady, how did you and Mike become partners? How long have you known each other?
Roommates.
We were, well, I met Mike when I was in high school. I was a freshman, he was a senior, and I always thought he was a pretty cool guy because he marched to his own beat, did his own thing, didn't care really what people thought. He was going to do what he wanted to do, and I wasn't like that. So I kind of gravitated towards him, and then he went to college, and I wanted to go to college too. So I graduated early and ran up to KU, and we ended up living in Lawrence together for 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been...
Had a really good time.
Yeah, we've been living together. Well, we don't live together now, obviously, but we lived together from when I was 17 through to when I was just about 22 years old.
Okay, got it. Rock Chalk Jayhawk, right?
Yeah, we actually were friends with the basketball team when we were there, so that was a big honor. They all lived kind of in our neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
That was the year that we were there. The year KU won the Orange Bowl, so we had a basketball team
Nice.
And the national championship.
Yeah, it was good times. It was probably the best time Lawrence has had in a while. So
Yeah, we actually had the basketball players at our house the day after the championship.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
We were good friends with them. I think they liked us because we didn't kind of have the stargazing effect. We just enjoyed spending time with them. We thought they were cool guys, and they like playing the same basketball video game as me.
Fun. All right, before we go, is there anything you'd like the audience to know about King of Freight that we haven't covered today?
What we would like the audience to know, because this is nationwide, correct? So we would like the audience to know, like, as far as a customer standpoint, you know, we pride ourselves on honesty and good business. We've developed the company off of that. We never have ever done anything wrong to anybody. We want to make sure that we provide an honest, good relationship when we're moving their freight. We take every action in order to make sure it goes perfect as far as using the right carriers and stuff like that. From an employee perspective, we want them to know that we're basically trying to change their lives by bringing them in and offering them a no cap of what they can make. Because when we bring people in, we let them, as soon as they start making $100,000 a year, we let them build a team. So they make 10% off every single person on their team. They make 50% on their book, and we have no limit on how many people they can have under their team. So I would like the employees to know that it is our goal to let them have the best opportunity possible, the customers to let them know that, you know, we're the most loyal and honest company that you could ever deal with. And we would want Wichita to know that we're pro Wichita, we're here for Wichita, and we're staying here, we're never leaving, and we're going to be one of the biggest businesses in this town. We already are on our way, and we're not going to stop. We're just getting started.
Awesome. Great stuff, guys. Thanks for coming in today.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.